Good morning. So it's pretty early here, but I have been up for over an hour. Can't sleep, and I figured I probably should come over here and see what the fuck is really going on. Tonight is the last quarter moon for the month, so I know there's definitely calls for a lot of reflection and release of the things that are no longer working for us. And sometimes that means letting go of things that you really don't want to. And I'm very much struggling with it this morning because it's all for the last maybe like 2 or 3 weeks we've been hearing these messages that you're going to be needing to purge, that you're going to be needing to make room for the highest good. So to find out some of these things that I thought were that maybe won't be or aren't right now has been particularly heavy and challenging for me. So today I'm using you guys see that, the Moonology deck. I also have Mystic Beauty's Easy Tarot. And I'm going to pull one card of truth from the Isis deck. I will say, as far as reading is concerned, this Isis deck is the one that I feel most connected to. And this was actually gifted to me, so I found it even more powerful that I wasn't looking for oracle cards, that I had been thinking very heavily about Isis in general, and then someone gifted me these oracle cards. So I think that, I don't know, for a bunch of folks that love signs, I felt like that was so powerful. So I'm going to start with the Moonology deck. It is like 4 something in the morning, so let's start there. I'm going to pull 2 cards from this deck. This might be easy shuffle because I'm not good at shuffling. And I always feel like I'm going to wreck the cards, so I don't even try. It's kind of a mess. So we're looking for 2 cards. Okay, maybe 3. I'm not going to question it this morning. I'm just going to go with it. Because the way my attitude is set up, I've been discounted everything today. I'm like, fuck it up. Excuse my language. Because I'm very much in. Alright, forget it. Alright. So these are the 3 cards that popped out. The first one. Sorry guys, I'm shooting on my phone this morning. It's just not as advantageous. It says work through your fears. Right? She quickly came out and said, yeah. So all that stuff you're scared of, you're gonna have to deal with it. Thanks. This is particularly impactful for me too because on some nature walks in the last couple weeks, some cloud formations look like scorpions. So, just, the other 2. It says, have faith in your dreams, and that energy is gaining momentum. I'm going to pull 1 card of truth from the Isis deck. It looks like, we've already got a lot of confirmation of what I was feeling for the collective about needing to get comfortable with being uncomfortable right now, needing to get comfortable with letting go of certain things that you really, really thought, really believed, were for your highest good. We had 2 cards pop out. Yeah, I'll be going back. So like I told you, though, with the attitude that I have right now, I've been rejected everything. Okay, so these are the 2 cards that popped out of the Isis deck. So, Mother of Life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive tasks, and simply stagnant and stifled, Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls you to move now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. So again, having faith. Having faith, facing your fears. Understand that you're going to have these moments where you feel dejected, stagnant, stifled, resistant. Isis is here to help. Just keep moving. Keep being bold. Keep being brave. This energy is gaining momentum. Open your arms and receive. The other card that came out of the Isis deck, the Divine Masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. Those messages of safety, inner safety, of a great sense of deep holding were the things that stood out for me, because definitely right now, feeling uncomfortable, I feel, honestly, the word that came to my mind is unhinged. I feel unhinged. I feel not safe, not protected. So having that guidance, that's where I need to go with it. I need to go pay attention to my divine masculine within, to get some clear information about how to protect myself, how to hone in my discernment, and create a deep sense of safety within myself. And I'm not seeking that outside through any means, through work praise, through family praise, through accolades, through self-soothing, through eating, overindulging, for some people drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever you're using to kind of bury yourself, or playing your music loud consistently nonstop. There's never a quiet moment in your life for you to think and reflect about how you feel about what's going on. Not just, how you're reacting to what's going on, but how you feel about what's going on around you. So take some time, take a walk today, go outside, commune with yourself. You don't need to have an agenda. Just go, move, and let Isis bring the gifts to you. So I'm going to go to Mystic Beauty's Easy Tarot. Okay. Maybe the cards know I have the strictest attitude, right? That's why they politely dipping these cards right on out the deck. Because they still listen. She about 2 inches away from not even receiving. So let me go ahead quickly. Tell her something. So the first card that popped out was the Five of Wands in reverse. It says conflict avoiding, agreeing to disagree, self-doubt, and a loss of individuality. That pull to kind of go with the crowd kind of gets you messed up every time. You have your own individual gifts and purpose. It's important to stay aligned with that. And sometimes when things are not really going your way, okay, I'm not gonna keep when things are not really going your way, it can be easy to feel dejected and be like, I don't care, I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to think about it anymore, and that leads to this discarding of baggage, this feeling like you can't move, feeling stuck because you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do or how to move with all the things that you had. So this guy's on a journey, yes, but then he look like he's in a much better position to guide himself from there. Put it down. That boat is not filled with any and everything. He has a specific purpose. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. All right. I'm going to ask for one more card that we should focus ourselves. How should we focus ourselves in what is very much clearly a healing that needs to take place over our divine masculine energy? So if you're carrying heavy amounts of that, this is probably feeling more intense for you. Or if you're a divine feminine that has really unresolved issues around your divine masculine energy, this probably feels heavy for you. But I also get the sense that this is heavy for everyone right now. There are major energy shifts that are taking place right now. So if you've been feeling a little sick, a little under the weather, having stomach problems, ringing in your ears, having trouble staying focused, feeling like you're clumsy, those things may be affected by this energy shift right now. So the next card we have is Queen of Pentacles, imbalance in work and family. So we were asking, how do we deal with this right now? I'm hearing heal the imbalances. If you're working too many hours, roll it back. Start to figure out practical ways to pull it back. Because if you're like me and you get into that workaholic space, you're not just workaholic because you you just live for it so much. You have things on your to-do list. So start to figure out how you can cut back and feel more comfortable, feel more accomplished with what you're able to do in a day, rather than pushing yourself to do so much more. And same in family life. If you're overgiving, overindulging, start to pull back, give some balance. Let other folks help. Like if you're the mother or the father in the house and you're doing the majority of the cooking, cleaning, organizing, corralling, start to seek ways to have more balance in that. Nobody needs to be carrying the load for everyone all the time. The next card that popped out was Tower. We're talking about how we can transmute this. We see anger released is the big thing that pops out to me there. But the thing that I feel when I look at the Tower card, you see that burst of lightning that hits the tower. And because the tower is on shaky ground, the folks, and they know this, the folks immediately jump. Because that's probably going to be the safe. They know they built that on a whack foundation. So they don't trust it. That building, so they jump. But what's down there below for them? What are they trusting more? To me, it should be your faith. It should be your spirituality. It should be your passions. It should be what you feel called to as far as your purpose. So never be afraid to leave something that is no longer working for you and leap into the arms of those things, because spirit is you divinely guiding you for those purposes, not necessarily for how you envision the outcome. Like, you got to let go of your attachment to the outcome. You can have a feeling about where you want to go. You can have a general feeling about how you see it happening and push towards that. But don't be so attached to that outcome that if anything else happens, you're like, wow, I didn't get what I wanted, or I didn't accomplish what I needed to accomplish. So 5 of Pentacles came out. No assistance received. Poverty, giving up spiritual poverty. Don't do it to yourself. Don't walk away feeling like you didn't get what it was you came for. You went to the carnival and you wanted the big ticker, but instead you won 100 tickets, and you're walking out feeling like you didn't win. Knight of Pentacles in the upright, patient, steady, be methodical, conservative. Calm down. That's what I'm hearing. Is calm down. You are being blessed. You are getting what you need, and which is ultimately going to be what you want. Whether it showed up exactly the way that you thought it was going to show up, or whether it showed up in the time frame you thought it was going to show. Because when we out here being intuitive and we think we know something, my God. my God told me, or my guides told me, or a source said, things change. Maybe you didn't perceive that completely in total picture anyway. We are but master students as well as master teachers. So just hold on. You get that kind of pouty kid energy of like, nothing's working. Hold on. Don't go spiritually bankrupt. Don't give up faith. Stay steadfast in your practice. Take a look at your practice. Are there things that you're doing that are actually draining you? You're doing them because you think it's what you're supposed to be doing. Because different things there's a million ways to do everything. I got on the elevator the other day full of people, and a lot of people are still terrified and clinging to the corners in the elevators because of COVID. And my particular apartment complex only has one elevator working right now. So for 24 floors, we packed up in there like sardines, like forget a social distancing measure. We're not waiting 20 more minutes for this. So Emperor, So when it popped out for me, it kind of, y'all saw I was laying like that. So then I was like, okay, did it land in the app? Maybe it didn't. Maybe that's the whole point. Is that you're teetering. This is you, but you're not. Like you're not. You're doing some of this wishy-washy, in and out type stuff instead of just sitting in your full authority. This is you, no matter what. I'm gonna leave it there. This is you, no matter what. So you might as well. You might as well stay focused. Stay focused and stay in constant review. If we in the finals, you keep studying your notes. You wouldn't be walking into the classroom all cocky like, yeah, I'm about to ace this test. Not because you think you don't know, but because you want to push yourself. You want the highest grade in the class. So you just keep practicing. You just keep studying. But what do we know about that too? It requires some relaxation. You can't push yourself against the wall. You just cannot do it. So I'm going to ask Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Spirit Guides, Angels, all those concerned with our highest good and the highest good of all those concerned with us. Any final messages for this cohort of light workers that are feeling the pull of this quarter moon, feeling this pull to release things that no longer work for them? Do you think y'all better cut it out? Hangman in reverse. Delayed denial. Guilty. Martyrdom. Don't be egotistical about it. You the emperor, but don't be egotistical about it. Stay in the master, student, master, teacher state. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna lay this deck down. Last card. Come up out of it. Y'all. So pulling this card directly from this deck this way. 10 of Cups. Right, but I was pulling, so I'm in the reverse, which says failed relationship, broken home, hidden agenda, falsehood, misaligned is the word that stands out for me there. I ain't gonna keep reading it. So just come about this negativity. If you're in a state of withdrawal right now, I'm not saying go forth and throw people back in your circle. Maybe you do need to stay in that state. Do some cleansing. Do some whatever you feel like puts you back in realignment. For some people, that's taking some walks. Some people, that's watching your diet or doing a cleanse of some sort, or whatever that may be. But to put yourself, salt baths. Different folks do different strokes for different folks, as they say. But work on that as you go throughout the rest of this week, and just try to hold some gentle space for yourself. I know I was saying, y'all better cut it out, but also be realistic. If you're tired, you're tired. Rest, relax, meditate, get some water, get some filtered water in your life. It's heavy for everyone, so take what you can out of it. It's not a condemnation of where you are right now. It's just a journey. Like we go on journeys. It don't mean it's gonna be doesn't mean it's gonna be fun all the time. Doesn't mean that it's gonna be easy all the time. But we can transmute that. We can still be inspired. We can still be childlike in our expectation of our blessings. So I'm gonna stop there because I think they done said it. I think they done said it. If we want to stay in this space, we gotta take a minute. Take a second as a collective and get real clear. Real clear. All right, y'all have a beautiful Tuesday.